Hi everyone, welcome to episode 2 of Not Another Zubat podcast. Once again, we're back again. We made it back a week later after we were supposed to be recording. That was kind of my bad, but I'm joined again by the co-host, the one and only Upsy Downsy Leftsy Rightsy, aka Dave, over that side I think.
Yo!
How are we doing, Dave?
I don't know which side.
I don't know.
On the opposite side there,
Yeah, that's what I was going to put point. I thought, it's going to come up the wrong way, isn't it?
It's going to go the wrong way. It doesn't matter. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Oh, dear. It's great to be back.
Yeah, it's great.
What have I done? I've listened to the podcast about 19 times, I think. Just to get our numbers up.
Yeah, that's all.
Thank you for all 3 of you that have listened. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, it was good. It was really fun, the first episode. So I was really excited to get back and start recording the second one.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this for like 8 days now, I think it was.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, we were going to record last week, but something came up, so I had to cancel. But we're back now. That's what matters. You know, these things happen. You know, what can you do? But yeah, we've got a good. I think it's a good subject to talk about today. A lot of people have been getting involved on Instagram. Mrs. has got involved. Her one actually is very controversial. She took a long time to think of it, and then when she did, I thought, oh, okay, that could get the conversation going. So we'll have
like this.
Yeah, I want to get that conversation flowing.
The whole idea of this is they're going to chuck us some kind of unpopular opinion, and then we're going to actually rather A, rip it to shreds, or B, we're going to absolutely agree the hell out of it, I reckon. It's going to be one or the other.
Some of them I've thought, maybe it's not that unpopular after all. But yeah, that is it. Unpopular opinions. You tell us something that you, or we tell each other, something that you have been keeping to yourself that you think other people might not agree with. And as Dave says, sometimes we'll probably be like, yeah, we're on your side with that one. And sometimes, big no. So yeah, I've been keeping busy, keeping this lot, trying to get rid of this lot, and pre-ordered Stellar Crown, the new set coming out on the cards. So that was really exciting. Should be picking that up next week. So but yeah, so got new carpet fitted. Adult stuff.
Nice adult stuff.
Adult stuff. We love a bit of adult stuff. And obviously doing a cheeky little bit of research for the pod, trying to bring some news and stuff, and as I know you've been doing as well.
I've done a bit of news, but whether it's true or not, don't hold me to this, folks. Don't hold me to it.
We should do a true or false quiz one day. Maybe not today, because I get them all wrong.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, we should try and bring up a true or false, like recent news quiz or something for Pokemon. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, here's one bit of news I've got for you. I got this off of Engadget. It's they're saying that the first 22 seasons of Pokemon will be returning to streaming soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. So the original Pokemon anime is soon to get a new home. The Pokemon company has partnered with a Canadian company known as Wild Brain, and I know, Wild Brain. You make my heart sing. I don't But anyway, they're going to be introducing the Fast Channel. It'll arrive in the US, followed by launches in Canada, United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand, where they are going to basically have you get a one single IP free ad streaming.
Okay.
So you can get all those stuff and whatnot. Pokemon's on there, along with Sonic, Super Mario, it says, along with Teletubbies.
Oh, sold. Sign me up.
Strawberry Shortcake and Calilo, I don't know, some probably kid thing. We just want the Pokemon. Come on.
Pokemon and Teletubbies. Sorry, did I say that aloud? Uh-oh.
Anyway, this is a Pokemon podcast.
Yeah.
We might as well start a Teletubby one though. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
I have got like a little note here saying we will get off topic. How many times can we get off topic? And so far we're on about 2, I think. We're like 5 minutes in.
Oh, brilliant. I mean, also in the
Oh,
Pokemon news, people who play Pokemon Go or haven't played in a while, get yourself back on it because Dynamaxing has joined us. Dynamaxing is here. New dens have popped up around the areas, so they're not in your
mm.
actual gyms, they're not in your actual Pokestops. New ones have popped up, which is quite ironic for me. I've got one literally straight outside my house. Get
Oh,
in!
that's nice.
Yeah, along with 2 Pokestops in the gym. Hold my poodle. There you go. Bang.
I need to get back on Pokemon Go. It's been too long since I've abandoned or my account's like dormant.
Oh, I know. I'm still waiting for that best friends with you. I'm still waiting. Just accept that gift. We're only about 3 away.
I know, that's what I keep
We're about
thinking. We're
3
about 3 or
away.
4 days away, won't we? Ah, yeah, I'll be on it tomorrow. You'll see a gift from me, I promise.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, the only thing with this Dynamaxing at the moment, it's still in its baby stages. You can tell it is because the only one you can Dynamax at the moment is Wooloo.
Okay. Mm,
Uh,
yeah,
but and
beta.
also it's still the fact is you've got to max up levels on it, which is annoying because you have to have the candies for that said Pokemon as well.
Right,
So you've
okay.
got to get these candies for Wooloo. Where was I on Community Day for Wooloo?
Yeah,
Not playing Pokemon Go. That's where I was.
that's
Unbelievable.
that's pretty cheeky though, because it will get you to play more like certain days when it like be really involved in community days and things like that.
Yeah.
Probably spend a bit more money on tickets and things like that.
No, don't buy the tickets. Don't buy the tickets, folks.
Everyone will always buy the tickets. Come on.
No. It's like 99p in it.
Yeah, something like. I remember I bought two.
Here's a cheeky quid.
Yeah, I bought 2 Pokemon Go Fest tickets before. One was, I think, the one just after COVID, 2020 maybe, and then one was like last year or the year before. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, as long as you had fun, as long as you enjoyed
Yeah.
it, as long as you got out there and you just played. Like me, I can sit on my ass at home. I can spin 2 Pokestops.
Yeah.
I can go to a Dynamax gym. It doesn't matter.
There's people on socials and stuff who just drive really slowly around car park because there's like a gym in each corner, and they just by the time they've got round to it, it's like 5 minutes till the last one, and then they just keep driving around. Anyway, off topic again. Off topic.
Boom. Pokemon Go becoming its own
3 times.
podcast one day. Don't worry, folks.
Yeah.
It's in the making. It's down there. It's down
We'll
there.
chuck a Pokemon Go episode in at least, if not a series.
Who knows?
Anyway, we'll get back to the topic at hand. Unpopular opinions.
Hold on, we've got one more news.
Oh,
One more news
I'm
article.
terribly sorry. Oh, I feel like
And I
Jeremy
believe
Clarkson.
that news article is sitting right in front of you. Look, watch this, folks. It's sitting right in front of you. What is it?
Is it that one?
It's the trick and trade, folks. It's
Trick
back.
or trade
Come
is
on!
back.
Trick or trade.
We're getting into spoopy season.
Spooky, scary skeletons. Ah, can't wait. Trick or trade.
That's going to be good.
awesome.
And actually, I spot a
There he is.
Zubat.
No, not another
I
Zubat.
spot a Zubat. There's it's only a shadow though. It's only like a little silhouette, but they've put that in specially. Oh look, and one up here as well. I think.
There you go.
So
Double the amount of Zubat.
double Zubats. So we're gonna have plenty of Zubats in that, hopefully. Well, or hopefully not. I'm not sure. Whichever way you look at it.
Oh no, it's either going to be we're not going to pull one, or it's going to be not another Zubat, not another Zubat, not another Zubat.
That would be the perfect thing though. Not another Zubat. Not another. Hashtag not another Zubat.
Yeah, come on, folks.
All right. So yeah, we're really excited about Trick or Trade. I've got a few bundles, packs of these, whatever. There's 35 packs in the kind of packet, I suppose, if you want to call it.
And how many cards is actually in the collection? Is it 24? Is it 32?
I think there was. Oh, I'm not sure actually. I'll have to look at that.
I can't remember.
It's not very many. It's easy enough to get. It should be easy enough to get the whole set. If not from one, then from two bundles. But, yeah, it should be good. It's a good little set to do every year, I think.
I can't wait to get mine off you.
Yeah, I'll send it through the pod.
Now, wouldn't that be hilarious if you did that and I went, "Oh, there it is."
Whoa, we could have planned that.
Next time.
Cool. Next time we'll get it. But yeah, I'm seeing you in October anyway, so if you can wait till then, if not, I'll post it. But...
I can indeed. I can wait.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Good thing. Yeah. Zubat. All right. So, have you got an unpopular opinion about Pokemon?
My own personal one, I do have one.
You're gonna do? Okay. All right. I just didn't know if you'd got one ready. I've got one as well, and actually, my one is repeated. It has become a little bit of a few people have said it, yeah.
Okay.
So I feel like it's not very unpopular anymore, but
No.
I'm sure for
Just
another one.
bear in mind, folks. We hope that you either agree with us or disagree with us, but still continue listening to the podcast and don't go right. Sod you two.
Yeah,
You
you're out.
You don't trust in this zone, so no. Please stay with us.
Please, please.
It's just a bit of fun, folks. All we're doing is having a bit of fun.
But it does give people a chance to get stuff off their chest, I suppose. Things they might have been bottled up for the last 20 years, and then this is your chance, the opportunity to get something off your chest that, and then we can slate you for it. So you've got a few, I've got a few. We've split it up a bit. Do you want to go first with one?
Should I go with my own, or do we go with one of our viewers?
I think I was going to say we could go with our ones at the end.
Okay.
But what do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
I mean, it doesn't really matter, does it? Right, so the first one I've got. You know what? I'm just going to get this one out of the way because this one could take us a while, okay?
Okay. I have a feeling I know what this might be.
Well, this is from our good friend of the channel, Wardy Warrior 88.
Oh yes, the Pokemon Master.
Okay, yeah, the Pokemon Master has said
the Pokemon disaster.
When we asked about Pokemon opinions, he just said overrated. Pokemon overrated. Then I told him, hold on a minute, mate. Why?
Yes, we need a why.
Okay, and then he turned around and said, "Oh, for sake, now I've got to tell you why."
Yeah. You can't just leave it at that. We need the reason. We need an explanation.
Okay, he basically says this is coming from a guy who doesn't actually watch Pokemon or do anything with Pokemon, play the game or anything. He says every game is the same. He says the TV series was predictable, especially Team Rocket. And then people who collect the cards, but he knows nobody who actually plays the game. There you go.
Take it away, Ernie. So
there we go. Come on then, let's rip him to shreds.
There's a lot of things to discuss in that. So we've got overrated, slating the games, slating the cards, slating the series, one of the main characters, main villains in the series. I mean, I don't even know where to begin. What do you even?
Okay, first of all, guys, how do you know all the games are the same? Okay, you've not played them.
That's a fair point. He's played a quarter of one.
Yeah, but to be fair, he's right. It is the same kind of situations. You know, you start with a Pokemon.
Yeah.
One of the three basics.
Yeah.
You go through the gyms. You do your challenges. You go against the elite or whoever it is, like your Pokemon League. You finish the game. He's right. They are the same, but they have different Pokemon in different generations, and the stories are not the same. So and the concept, right?
Go on.
The concept. I was gonna say the concept's right, but that's about it.
I was gonna say pretty much any game that has a franchise that has more than a handful of games, whatever, it's pretty much the same though.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Call of Duty has different characters, even the same characters sometimes. GTA, I know this is, away from Game Boy and handheld console games and things like that, but you play it because you have fun, because you want to, I don't know, do better the next time, complete the Pokédex, whatever. You build your own goals.
Why try and fix something that isn't broken?
Yeah, exactly. And you do your own goal, like you do your own little missions, like your own personal missions. Like, I want to get that Pokemon to the highest level, or I want to, you know what I mean? You do it yourself. It's not all about just what the game has to offer.
Correct.
You can offer yourself a lot more.
I agree.
If that makes sense.
So that's that. And when it comes to the cards as well, collecting cards. Hold on, guys. Did you used to collect, for example, Premier League football stickers? Did you used to collect, for example, I don't know, Yu-Gi-Oh cards? There's all kinds of things. You know, people just collect them because they want to collect them. We collect anything. In fact, if I know for a fact, Gaz collects Hot Wheel cars. Okay, you ever going to play with them, Gaz? You ever going to play with them? No.
Hey, here's another question. Are you ever going to open them? Oh, see, at least we're opening our cards.
Yeah, at least we opened the pack. Coming soon, folks. Later today. Don't forget.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
But yeah, so it has its things. People, no, you don't have to play the game to collect them. Some people collect them to collect them.
Yeah,
You
some
know,
people
I
just
mean,
like the
others collect,
artwork.
other ones pull them to resell them. I mean, it's just a game. At the end of the day, it's a game.
Yeah.
You just enjoy it as long as you're enjoying it. So guys, I'm sorry, I don't agree with your Pokemon is overrated. Bye bye.
Next. Well,
What you got down there?
Well, I was just about to say before we finish that, we didn't touch on the series as well. Team Rocket.
Okay.
Team Rocket is overrated.
No, it's a Team Rocket is too predictable.
Team Rocket is too predictable. Well, I mean,
Well, it's obvious.
villains
Guys,
do bad
they're
things.
the bad guys. Yeah, they're the bad guys. They're gonna do bad things. They're gonna lose. That is
Yeah.
the whole idea of a kids' TV show.
Yeah, they're like anything. Tom and
I know.
Jerry, Bloomin', I don't know, whatever. I can't even think
Dick
of anything
Dastardly
now.
never won a Wacky Races race, did he? No, because he was a bad guy.
But as always, thank you, Gaz, for your question or
Yeah,
for
we
your
appreciate
response,
it. Thank you.
even if it was shit. All right, I've got one here from a good friend and brilliant on Instagram, hot on the hobby. He actually does his own 3D cards, which is pretty awesome. Tom, aka The World as Tom Sees It, on Instagram. He says Charizard is overrated, and I'm not a massive fan of the Moonbryon card either. But I will cut in here and say that my unpopular opinion was Charizard is overrated.
There goes our view account.
Yeah. Now, let me explain. This doesn't mean
Yeah.
I don't like Charizard, okay? He's been, obviously, from almost day one. We knew him from Charmander, his little flame on his tail going out in the rain and all that and everything. There's a story there. But I think because in the card games, anything that has a Charizard, everyone was always flocking to the Charizard. That set's great because it's got 3 Charizards in, and they just skyrocket in price. And I just think that there's, over 1,000 Pokemon out there. There are ones that are better, cooler, better artwork than Charizard.
I can agree with that. If you're going by the trading card game route of Charizard's overrated, but I do like the fact is that Charizard. That's the only way I'd say he's overrated. Sometimes it's in the cards, but in the TV show himself, I don't think he's overrated, but I think he's overexposed.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like it's okay. Ash having the Charizard story of him, like you say, growing from Charmander, not listening to him and obeying him eventually down the line. That was great. Then you see Charizard probably appear again for another trainer. And then another trainer, and then another trainer, and another trainer. But I mean, I ain't being funny. Like, who's in the nose one with Galar? You've got Leon. He's got a Charizard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pick a different Pokemon.
I kind of wanted I wanted something to happen where when Ash lets Butterfree go. I kind of wanted there to be something like that, but earlier, or do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, and then pave the way for another kind of similar character, similar Pokemon.
I mean,
story.
do you know what they should have done? Which would be quite fun actually. Well, for us anyway. Did Ash release his Charizard? I can't remember. Did he release him? I think I swear he lets him go off and do something.
Yes.
But
yeah.
The story would have been great. The story would have been great if he released Charizard, and then when he gets to the Galar region and fights Leon, and it's his Charizard. Now that would have been the story, That's not overexposing story. Because if you release a Pokemon, they're back in the wild. Surely they can be recaught.
Yeah.
So Leon then catches his Charizard. That's a story. Come on, Pokemon.
And then you could have had Leon can't tame him because do you know what I mean? Because he's not Ash. He comes out the Pokeball, and then he sees Ash, and everyone starts welling up, and it's a big reunion, and he refuses to fight. Oh, I can see it now.
It's brilliant! Pokemon, why? Why didn't you give us this?
Missed opportunity.
Exactly, but that's what I was saying. Charizard gets overused he's very exposed. There's over, like I said, 1,000 Pokemon in the Pokedex. They could have shaking up the story, giving exposure to a new Pokemon who doesn't get a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I liked it when Garchomp got used quite a lot. That was
Yeah.
quite
I
cool.
love Garchomp.
Yeah, Garchomp's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, also the fact is, though, as well, I believe Charizard's probably one of the only ones that one has 2 Mega Evolutions other than Mewtwo.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he's got a
Yeah.
Dynamax.
Yeah.
He's got, I don't know, he's probably got another evolution we've never even,
Gigantamax, is it?
Yeah,
From
yeah.
Shield. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got, that's what I mean. He's got practically every. Charizard is one of those that's got everything plus everything again. So yeah, I do feel like sometimes it can be classed as overrated, and maybe they did all this due to the cards that they know Charizard sells. So let's give him new features.
Yeah.
Let's make Charizard even more expensive. Yeah, I get where you're coming from. I agree to a certain extent. Charizard can be classed as overrated.
And also, everyone always wants well, not everyone, but someone sees a base set Charizard, it's like, oh, I've got a base set Charizard. Oh man, that's amazing. Yeah, you fucking show off over here. So it's still, I get why people love a Charizard, but I just think it could have been more, and there's other Pokemon now. Sorry, mate.
I agree. It's like, I'm saying Charizard's like the Green Ranger in Power Rangers. Let's face it. Just like
Yeah.
the one all the kids want.
I will just come in and say Connor underscore D93. I've
Yeah.
just spotted again. He says his unpopular opinion: Charizard is overrated and actually a bit of a bitch.
Oh!
Name and shame. I mean, talk about taking it there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
But thank you very much for your responses.
we haven't talked about the Moonbryon card though now.
Oh no, yes, the Moonbryon. I'm guessing he's referring to the Evolving Skies Moonbryon because there is an older
It's gotta be.
Moonbryon from Neo something, I think. But
Yeah, I reckon it's got to be the new one, hasn't it? I mean, the only problem with the new Moonbryon card is, like you said, it's a chase card. Everyone wants it. The price goes up and up and up and up
Yeah.
and up and up.
And
so
it-
people, it's just how it is.
and it's so difficult to pull. Like Evolving Skies has notoriously rubbish pull rates. I mean, it was nicknamed Evolving Cries for a reason. So it's a nice card. It's a nice
Yeah.
card. If I'm honest, I prefer is it the Leafeon that's rolling the hay bale roll thing
Yeah, it's got to be fun, yeah.
in Evolving Skies. But I get why the Moonbryon is so popular. There's not many of them in terms of there's a few out there, a few PSAs and stuff, but there's not many of them compared to the other chase cards from other sets that were easier to pull.
I mean, if you go past to our past episode, Umbreon's in the top 5 Pokemon.
Yeah,
So
Umbreon is a
again,
loved Pokemon.
it's most loved. So
Yeah.
the artwork's going to be there. Everyone's just going to crave to it because they actually have a soft spot for Umbreon. So
Yeah, that's true. And I have thought before, Evolving Skies is littered with evolutions. You got Espeon, you got all of them pretty much. Sylveon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and the original 3 as well. I think all VMAXs, or mostly VMAXs. Why is it the Umbreon that takes centre stage? And obviously, as we know from last week, the poll said it all. Umbreon was the only evolution in the top 5.
exactly.
Not in my top 5. I had another one in my top 5. But yeah, so I guess it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So people will be the ones wanting to say it's overrated. Some won't. Some will. It is one of them. It's one of those mixed mint.
Yeah,
ones,
it's
so-
one of those. It's like a Marmite card.
Yeah. You either love it or you hate it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
like Marmite.
You don't know I don't like Marmite. I don't mind Moonbryon, but I don't like Marmite.
Yeah. No Marmite.
But I like Twiglets.
Oh no, so I don't like Twiglets.
Oh, I love Twiglets. I could eat Twiglets all day, but I don't like Marmite.
I don't like Twiglets.
No. Right.
Off topic.
Yeah. Off topic again. I've lost count now. Do you have any other?
Yeah, I've got a few more. I
unpopulars?
mean, okay, here's one for you. This is from the Slowbro TCG on Instagram. They've put the cards are just a way of gambling.
Ooh.
Okay. And so the way they're saying this is that opening packs of Pokemon cards is kind of like gambling because you spend your money without knowing what you're going to get. It's all about the thrill and the possibility of finding the rare and valuable card, Moonbryon. But there's a risk that you might just get common ones, and they ain't worth much.
Oh.
So it's that mix of excitement and uncertainty, like a little gambling every time when you're opening a pack.
Oh, a little self-conflict gambling going on inside your brain every time you open a pack. I like
mean,
that.
I mean, I see where he's coming from, because
Yeah.
you know, like your kids, my lad, he likes to go and get a pack of Pokemon cards to pull it, and he's always got that dream he's going to pull the big card. Just
Yeah.
that dream. You know, one day, fair play, one day he will. He will one day. I mean, what will do him in, though, is if when I open a pack online on here, and I pull it, and he will go absolutely nuts. But
Oh,
but I get that. Are we teaching kids to gamble here?
it's a tough one. It is a tough one. I'm obviously like, what, Pokemon's officially like 6+, but I don't think I don't. Oh, it's so difficult. I get where he's coming from, but I don't see it as gambling as such. I think.
Yeah, don't say it on the back of the pack either, or like that, because you know I would have thought like it'd give you some kind of.
It says. I think it says on the front, top corner.
Is it? Where we're looking? Oh yeah, 6+.
I
No, I
think
was
it's
on about
there.
like saying something to do with gambling. Or anything like that.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, don't give us out like that. So obviously, they don't deem it as gambling.
No.
But again, this is the same way like if you was collecting football stickers, like I was saying with Gaz's. So you gamble on what pack you're going to get, how many duplicates. But then the fun out of it comes out of it, where you can trade with people. People are still after cards that you've pulled.
Yeah.
They haven't.
That's what
And
I was.
you can build a community. You can build something from it, which
Yeah.
is awesome.
The other thing to remember is when you buy a pack, it's yours, and even if you lose money, you keep everything in it. Obviously, gambling is you win
Yeah, you
or
win
you
or you
lose,
lose. Yeah,
and you lose it
correct.
all. And also, even the common cards in the packs could be valuable for someone playing the actual trading card game. Remember, it is called Pokemon Trading Card Game. So the 10p common card in there or something could be a real winner for someone building a deck. They might
Correct.
need you might need them. So it's not just about the monetary value; it's the playability of the card as well. So I guess that's a way of getting around it, but I do 100% see where he's coming from and the reason for the answer. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
interesting actually. It's an interesting point of view for it. I
it
like it.
is. It is. I'd love to get actually Pokemon's way of their opinion on it. Actually, the actual
Yeah,
Pokemon company themselves. I wonder if it's ever been took to them. Is it a form of gambling? But if it is, and they make Pokemon cards for over 18s only, you'll have all the kids outside the game going, "Yeah, mate, can you go buy us a pack of Pokemon cards?"
yeah. Make a change from vapes and vodka, wouldn't
Yeah, so,
it? Oh, that's funny.
yeah. So no, thanks for that, Slow Bro. Appreciate that, mate.
Yeah, that was good. It's a good
Yeah.
talking point.
You got any more?
I've got one more.
Okay.
Should I do it now? Yeah.
Yeah, go for it. No, it's your turn. Go on.
Okay. Well, I did two or three before, didn't I? I kind of butted in, but
Okay,
ah,
we'll play anyway. I've got a few anyway. We're all right.
all right. Pizza Queen says
Ooh.
the lovely wife, and this is
The
the one I
way.
said is like, oh, okay. She says Jigglypuff isn't really that cute. Now I think she's kind of comparing Jigglypuff to our 2-year-old at the moment. I'm not saying she's not cute, but when she throws a tantrum, like I think that's where Jigglypuff's all nice and blah blah blah, but she's got a dark side where if you don't listen or if you fall asleep, then it's out with the pen and on your face.
Remember, people don't see that in a sense because they see Jigglypuff. Oh, it's a cute little Jigglypuff,
Yeah,
and then he puts them to sleep, and then she goes mad. So no one sees Jigglypuff being mad.
we see it. We see it.
Gaz doesn't. Gaz
Well,
thinks he
no,
doesn't watch.
he doesn't watch it, so he's not going to see anything. But I think that's what she means. She's saying Jigglypuff isn't really that cute because really they're just a bit annoying because you wake up with a pen on your face.
I've got Wiggly.
I
Is
kind
Wiggly
of,
okay?
I will say I kind of prefer Wiggly to Jiggly.
Really? I don't like
Yeah.
Wigglytuff's ears. I think they're just like big. No, I like little Jigglypuff.
Yeah, I I get what she means. I get what she
Yeah,
means.
she has a
But
point.
then Jigglypuff just kind of, waddles
She has
around.
a beautiful voice.
Yeah, but you only hear it for about 5 seconds before you fall asleep anyway.
That's all I need.
Maybe she just
I
means she isn't really that cute, but she kind of is a bit more annoying than cute.
I tell you what though, sometimes though, when I can't sleep, I could really do with a Jigglypuff.
Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, so that was Pizza Queen. I get what you're saying, but I gotta disagree. But I'm not allowed to say that because it's my wife. We'll cut that bit out.
No, no, staying in, staying in.
Said it now.
So another one
All
I've got
right.
then is from Nick the Gamer on Instagram. He said the only thing he can come up with is how graded cards seem to be worth so much more. Okay,
Yeah.
it's put. It seems that they get quite expensive, but actually, are they actually worth it?
Oh,
You
that's
know,
good.
are they
Yeah.
actually worth it? I mean, oh look, my plastic case, and the number got number 10 on it. It's now gone from £50 to £150.
Yeah, and that's in
It's
the
in the case.
that's not even that's not even in the extreme cases. We'll go back to talk, like a PSA 10 Charizard or something. You know,
You're
I had
talking
the
grand.
I had the opportunity to buy a PSA 7 base set Charizard for like I think 200 or 300 quid or something, and which was a good deal. But at the time, I didn't really want it, or not that I didn't want it, but I was like, I need money for something else. You chuck that into a 10, and it just probably goes up about 10 times.
I mean, but the grading is only done by somebody looking at it. I mean, one person looks at it, and then another person looks at it. One might rate it a 9, one might rate it a 10.
Yeah,
It could be, it's literally. I see where it's coming from though. Just
yeah.
by pouring it in a bit of plastic, and it's turned it into like. I mean, it's turned into Logan Paul's necklace, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's like it's ridiculous.
So we'll put it this way: a grade 7 base set Charizard,
What's its
not
current value?
not first edition. So
Okay.
ungraded, it says the average. This is going off eBay sold in the last 7 days. So not official, but the
Yeah.
general market value is $187 ungraded. PSA
Ungraded.
ungraded $187.
What for
So
the base set Charizard card?
yeah, yeah,
I have that.
yeah. So $187. So what? 150 quid or something. Grade
Wow.
7, grade
Yeah.
7, $379. And that's when I was offered one for 300 quid. So that's pretty much bang on. But
Yeah.
grade 8, $525. Grade 9, $1,037. So that's doubled straight away.
Wow.
PSA 10, there's been one sale this month of a PSA 10. Bearing in mind
No
an
way.
ungraded was $187.
Yeah, go on.
It went
It's
for
it. Oh, you
$7,534.
fucker!
So you've literally gone from $187 to five and a
Oh,
half grand because someone's looked at it and gone,
blimey.
"That's in pretty
Yeah.
good condition. I'll slap a 10 on it and put a case in it, put it in a case." Now, arguably, these are professional graders. Well, not arguably, these are supposed to be professional graders. They're supposed to use different lighting, different whatever techniques and stuff to basically prove that it is in perfect condition. The centering, the surface, everything is front and back is couldn't be better. But interestingly, we're now starting to move to AI grading,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be more accurate. Now that could work really well if you've got an 8 and you think it should be a 9. But also, if you've got a 9 and AI grades it an 8, it
You
could
get
work the other way.
downgraded. It's the
So
gamble. Oh, it's
yeah,
gambling
it's
again. It's
gambling's come up
gambling again.
again. So I mean, yeah, people use like ultraviolet lights, and they put it. It goes onto a computer system, and they have down to the fractions of a millimeter the centering each side of the card and things like that, and then they can literally grade it out of 10.
Surely that should be a 10 plus or something then when they've actually AI 10'd it because that's going
Well,
to be better than a 10.
Beckett for example, a grading company called Beckett, they issue if they issue something a 10, that's good. You'd think you can't get better than that, but you
Yeah.
can, because you can get the black label 10.
Ooh.
So they offer grading on 4 different things. It's centering, surfacing, edges, and something else. I can never remember what they all are. But basically, if you get all 10s and a 9.5, it averages a 10. So you get a 10.
Yeah.
But you don't get a black label 10. You only get a black label 10 if all of the subsections are a 10.
Oof.
And as a
Man.
blooming Moonbryon 10, I think goes for like, I don't know, $1,200 or something, but a black label 10 goes for like $6,000 or something silly. Like,
It's crazy.
and it's, you're talking like a fraction of a
Oh,
millimeter, probably in the
oh
centering
my!
or something. And you think, oh, it's
You
got,
don't, you don't control that though. That's the
yeah,
card printer themselves cutting the damn card.
yeah, I know.
So
And
how many do they actually cut? There's a perfect 10.
I mean, there's so many off center cuts and
Oh
miscuts
mate,
and error
there's so
cards
many.
and stuff.
Some people collect them, which is I
Yeah,
think they're cooler.
I think
I
they're
think they're
cool.
cooler.
I've got a couple. I've got a crimp card. What was it? I don't know, something random off of one of the sets. Not anything,
Yeah.
major, but it was crimped at the bottom. I thought that's pretty cool. But
Grade it.
yeah, grade it. But I, yeah, I think there's a market for it at the end of the day, and people who want to buy them will always drive people just to grade them and sell them, or want to grade them. Going back to the original question, so
Yeah.
it does make it extortionate. Getting a grade 8, $500 compared to a grade 10, $7,500. You're saving yourself $7,000, and really, it's not going to be that much worse, is it?
It
Like,
may take you $7,500 to try and pull the card out of the pack. So
yeah, that's true. And then you end up with a grade 7, and you think, no.
I could have bought a 10 for the
Yeah,
same price.
yeah, exactly. So that's just one
Yeah.
example. That's a Charizard, because that's, as we were saying, a very well known,
He's overrated. Though, isn't he?
overrated Pokemon. But because of that, it's probably a good benchmark.
Yeah. Thanks very much, Nick. That was great. We enjoyed that one. That was cool. Another one that I've got. Okay, so we've got I can't pronounce his name fully. It's Snook.
Bob.
STNOOK.
Snook.
Yeah, Snook dot rewind retro. Sorry, I'm butchering your name, mate.
Easy for
Sorry.
you to say, mate.
It's Snooks dot retro wind. Sorry. Anyway,
Okay.
his exact one was as I get it back up on my phone. Okay, so he's got 2. His first one is he said his is a silly one. We don't mind silly ones.
We love silly.
Ones. Okay, his personal unpopular opinion is that Stunfix, the Pokemon
Yeah.
Stunfix, yeah, should be the face of Pokemon.
Oh my god.
That's his. It says it's because ever since he got out of the Shining Fates series, his favorite card, the Stunfix. So yeah, and he showed me a picture of it. I'm gonna put it on
It's
screen.
the flat kind of thing, isn't it?
There
Yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
That's his favorite Pokemon. He should be the face of Pokemon. Let's argue the fact. Let's talk about face of Pokemon. I mean, who is the face of Pokemon?
Pikachu.
It's Pikachu, isn't it?
It's got to be.
I mean,
Even I saw a poster about an upcoming event, the Pokemon not championships, but like the Pokemon company are putting on, and
yeah.
it was to do with something random like ice type Pokemon. So all of the, oh no, was it? Anyway, it was all the pictures on the poster, all the Pokemon on the poster were of this certain type of Pokemon, completely unrelated to Pikachu, not electric type, not mouse type, nothing like that. And then all of a sudden, in the corner of the poster, little Pikachu's head. And someone commented saying, "This is just Pokemon scared that half the people don't know anything outside of the original 151, so they've got to put a Pikachu in it so people know it's Pokemon."
I mean, let's face it. As a kid, you'd ask your parents. The only person they'd know was Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whilst we're staying on topic here, just to add to this as well about face of Pokemon. Trift and Flip, Daryl, his one was the show is too fixated on Pikachu, and there's way too many episodes. So, mate, basically, he's saying that
polar up. Like,
But
just want
so we're talking about the face of Pokemon. That's because it's fixated on Pikachu because he's Ash's Pokemon. Ash is the main focus of the show. Pikachu doesn't go in his damn ball because he's bloody rude.
Yeah, so he's
Um,
always on display as well. That's
Always
the
on
thing.
screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you look on when they did the celebrations pack, Pikachu, the face, was the logo with 25 on his cheeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he is the face of Pokemon. No one else, I don't think, could beat the face of Pokemon. You're going to show this now off so everyone knows what we're on about. There it is. Yeah, there he is.
Hey, got it in focus for a change. Woohoo!
Yes, I've indeed.
First time for everything.
I agree. Sometimes the show could be fixated on Pikachu. And basically Team Rocket are after this Pikachu for some reason. Apparently he's the best Pokemon in the damn world.
Yeah.
There's nothing special about him. He knows
No.
Iron Tail. I'm joking.
I think answered the question earlier where we said he's never in his Pokeball. So even if when you're a kid, your mum and dad were coming in with, I don't know, a sandwich or something, and you had Pokemon on, or coming in telling you to turn it off, do your homework. Usually, if they stayed there for 30 seconds, they'd see Pikachu. So there was always that face, but there's other characters like human characters like Ash, Misty, Brock, whatever, who might be on screen at the time, but the Pokemon,
Because
9
that said
times
the
out of 10
show's
would be
name. The show's name is Pokemon.
yeah.
You always associate the animals rather than the actual people.
And 9 times out of 10, if you walked in on a Pokemon episode, you would see Pikachu. So I guess,
Yeah.
yeah, like you say, it's called Pokemon, so they had to have a Pokemon star.
I mean, look at the new Pokemon episodes, for example. They got rid of Ash, so Ash's Pikachu gone. But they brought in a Captain Pikachu,
Yeah,
another Pikachu.
yeah, I
Oh, the
know.
bloody...
I was kind of annoyed about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was just
I
like,
wish I'd like to just got rid of Pikachu for a series.
yeah,
It'd be
yeah.
good.
Yeah,
I mean, how many Pokemon are actually mimicked off of Pikachu? Mimikyu, for example, one.
yeah,
Plus and minus, 3. There's 3 of them altogether.
more Pico,
Uh,
a little bit.
yeah, more Pico. Yeah.
Yeah,
There's so many. Mario was a bloody water Pikachu.
yeah. Water
know,
mouse, pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's just like, yeah, I understand where they're coming from. That I understand where Daryl's coming from saying it's fixated on Pikachu. I agree. It can be
Yeah.
fixated on Pikachu.
It is.
You
But
know,
I think
and
that's.
again,
I think it kind of has
Go
to
on.
be.
yeah, it has to have some kind of face, doesn't it? You know, at the
Yeah.
end of the day, if it was all random, it's kind of hard to try and fixate on something. I mean, let's talk about Mandalorian. You know, Baby Yoda.
Yeah,
It's the sidekick. Ash's sidekick is Pikachu.
Yeah.
Mandalorian's is Grogu. So it's like that's the actual
kind
mascot. It's the mascot.
yeah. That's yeah. It's yeah. And it's
You
like
know,
you say,
so-
it's not the main character, but it's always the character you kind of want to see more of. You know, like
Yeah, I suppose.
well, I think like if
I
you
tell you
take
what though. I tell you what, it was nice sometimes seeing Pikachu get beaten in some battles.
yeah,
At least
yeah,
At least it didn't make him Mr. Overpowered.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? You'd see him actually lose battles.
yeah, and
But-
learn from it and come back.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Come back stronger. Pikachu beats Raichu, yeah? All the
yeah.
way. Stand on that tail, boy. You stand on that tail. But yeah, thank you, Snooks, about yours as well, mate. Thinking some Stunfish. You go with that, mate. If you think he's number 1, you stick with that.
Oh God, what was the other? What was the rubbish Pokemon?
Trubbish.
Trubbish. Yeah, that and Stunfisk are my 2 least favorite Pokemon. I'm sorry. there's an unpopular opinion for you.
At least Stunfish got a second, like, a Galarian form. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
he got another form, but I mean, literally, Trubbish is literally trash and rubbish combined.
Another opinion we got from this is from Cardboard Paper Pixels, who is new to Instagram, folks. Go and give them a follow.
Awesome.
He's said, where is it? Oh, sorry, my eyesight's going. It's too late at night. I can't read.
All the lights.
He prefers the old yellow borders around the Pokemon cards. Why did they change it silver?
That's a good one. I like that. Who
Let's
knows?
discuss. You know what my reasoning behind this is? It's only my own personal reason why I think they did it. Okay? I believe that the silver cards started coming out once Ash left the show.
Scarlet and Violet. Yeah.
That's where Ash left the show. So is it a generational swap?
Yeah, change of
It's a new generation of Pokemon now. Bye bye Ash. Bye bye Pikachu. Even though you stayed in the next one.
Yeah.
You get
The
what I mean?
return of Pikachu.
Maybe that was the case of why they did that. I don't know. But to be fair, it annoyed me to start off with. When I first got the first lot of them, it really annoyed me because in my binder, the way I'm doing it, folks, if you don't know, is I'm trying to get one of every Pokemon to make a Pokedex. It'd look lovely if it was all yellow. I must admit, it'd look lovely.
Yeah.
But
now you're gonna have bits and pieces of silver.
You've got bits of silver in there, and it's like, ah! So, what can you do about it? Not a lot, I'm afraid.
No, because a lot of them won't be ever printed with a yellow border. If they're from obviously like the new era.
The new set.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new era. Which kind of brings me on to my unpopular opinion.
Ooh, nice little
okay. A nice little segue
drift
here.
into that,
okay.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
Here we go. Drum roll.
My unpopular opinion. Okay, here it is. There is far too many Pokemon in the Pokedex when some of them could be used as different forms. Okay? Let's talk about this screaming tail. Oh, sorry, Zubat alert. You know, screaming tail.
I
didn't think
I'd have much editing to do. Now you're
I'm sorry. Yeah, this because I'm getting wound up about this. They're all either ancient forms. They should be ancient forms, not Great Tusk. It's ancient Donphan. Okay, yeah? It should be futuristic forms, not bloody the Tyranitar. It should be future Tyranitar. What is with these bloody new ones with their names? I'm sorry, ridiculous, stupid.
Let's just get rid of him.
Dave Rage.
Let's go. To be fair, I think you got a point. You could have just had you could have just had ancient form, future form, you know, Raikou, Entei, etc., etc.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can see it. I'm actually looking at future and ancient thingy now. I wonder if I can bring these down.
But yeah,
without ruining my tins. So you got one there.
Yeah, there's future Donphan.
And
and that should be ancient Donphan, not Great Tusk and Iron, whatever his Mastodon or whatever his freaking name is.
Yeah, there's Great Tusk, the card.
Yeah, big up Great Tusk. I mean, I must admit, I love that form. I think it's brilliant.
It's great. I think they're great cards and great designs.
Yeah.
Illustrations.
But they are forms. They're not additional Pokemon in the Pokedex. They've taken the Pokemon over to 1,000. That's just gone insane. When some of them, they could have just turned into forms and kept it under the 1,000 for the time being.
Yeah. I wonder if it's anything to do with keeping the forms to like mythical things and legendaries or whatever, because obviously you got Palkia origin form, Giratina original form or whatever it is. I don't know. There must be a reason. There must be a reason why they decided not to.
I'm not too sure myself because I've never got one of these cards yet. So, like for example, the Ancient Tusk or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
To play him in the TCG game, do you need to evolve him from out, or do you just play him as he is?
I don't know.
Because like, in the game, like to get to a Donphan, you'd need a Fanta. You'd need to put him down and then evolve him. So
it's a basic. It's a basic card.
Basic card.
But it's an EX, so.
Yeah, so I don't get it. You know, I personally don't know the rules of the TCG fully, and I'd love to know if anyone wants to comment or DM us. Let me know how you'd played, for example, the Great Tusks. You know, is he one you could just play basic straight off?
Yeah.
If he is, then that makes them ridiculously powerful going into it. Like there's that one who looks like a Magneton, you know, with legs, walking Magneton. Does he evolve from a Magnemite? You know, how does it go? Because Screamtail is basically a basic Jigglypuff, just an ancient form.
Yeah. I don't know. We need to get someone. Get in touch. Let us know.
Yeah.
Teach us. Enlighten us.
But come on. Does anyone else agree with me on this, folks? Come on. Who else is raging about this?
I get your point. I'm with you.
If you suffer with Dave Rage, go to your GP. Tell them they won't give a shit. Bang, done. Let's go.
We need whatever you've got. No, I do see a point. It would have actually been pretty cool to have different forms, I think. Um, yeah, because like I think it would have been cool.
I agree. But we're getting, you know, tis what it is.
So where do we go from there, though? What's
Well,
the next step? Do we future and ancient everything for the different timelines, different eras,
I mean,
different
yeah. I mean,
regions?
the way they could go with it now is the fact is, different parallel universes, isn't it?
Hmm.
It's the way you could go for it. I mean, how else can you do it? I mean, they've got all these different regions. They're going to add new Pokemon when they do a new region.
Yeah,
So that's going to take the Pokedex to 1,200 or something like that.
yeah.
Some Pokemon are going to be forgotten about forever. They're just going to disappear. Let's think
Oh,
about.
don't say that.
It is. Let's think about Port Air. Can you remember that guy named Chikorita, for example? Appeared in Johto. Then that's it. Gone.
Oh, do you
Don't
know
ever
what?
see him again.
Funnily enough, I was about to say, when you said that, the first Pokemon that came to my head was Bulbasaur. And Bulbasaur was, well, arguably, apart from Pikachu, one of the biggest and main Pokemon that Ash had in the first series, I would say. It's one of the first, you know. And after that, it's kind of, that's it.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gone.
He
See,
had
it'd be
one big
nice.
episode with like the Venusaurs and
Yeah.
that, and that's it.
It'd be nice to see, like, if down the route they decide to bring Ash back into the actual TV show, him to bring back some of his old Pokemon
Oh,
rather
can
than
you
catching them all.
imagine just coming back with all the OGs? Squirtle Squad pop up out of nowhere,
Oh, pick up the Squirtle Squad.
and
Boom!
he has another Metapod versus Metapod battle.
Ooh, who's the hardest Metapod? Come
Honored. Oh, that'd be good. Like almost like a tribute cameo with all his old buddies.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's nice that sometimes in the show as well they did evolve Pokemon without you knowing. Like I believe in the Alolan one, they go back to Brock, and he has a Steelix.
Mm.
So Onyx evolved without us
Yeah.
knowing.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
brings out Steelix, but you know that was his Onyx.
Yeah.
So
That's
you
cool.
know,
Yeah. No, that's good. It's definitely a lot to think about with some of them, to be fair. Some of the unpopular opinions. And it's interesting if we get some feedback, how many people actually agree with them. And
yeah.
if they were actually unpopular, or if everyone's going, you know what, yeah, I'm with you on that one. Yeah,
Who knows?
who knows?
Who
Oh, well,
knows?
we will know hopefully sooner or later. But yeah, I
Oh dear.
mean, have you got any others? Or are
That's
we...
me done for my list. And
Yeah,
thank you very much again to everyone on Instagram who has sent those in. We really, really appreciate it.
yeah,
And if you've got any other things or stuff, get in touch with us on the podcast page, and
yeah.
we can give it a shout. You never know.
We always appreciate feedback and ideas for future episodes. So yeah, get in touch. And if you're not, drop us a follow if you like it.
Boom. Yeah.
Even if you don't, then you know.
Drop us a follow.
Yeah.
Useless. I just want the follow.
Yeah. But no, I guess, well, we'll move on to our packs.
Oh, we on that bit already?
Oh, I think so.
Is it that time?
I
Is it
don't
that
have any other
time?
unpopular opinions to say, so I think we're on to our packs. Now, Dave very kindly reminded me that he is 1-0 up with Guess the Energy on these, which he
Bye,
thinks is more important than being 1-0 up on the actual pull.
Yeah. I didn't pull anything on the last one.
So, all right. So we're one. I guess we'll call it 1-0 each. Maybe.
Ish.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right. And so
Yeah.
it's what two different battles.
Yeah.
We're both 1-0 up.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Prepare to go 1-1 and 2-0. Let's go.
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go then. We're
How
opening.
do we do?
Uh,
How do we do this again? I can never remember this stuff.
Where it's one to the front, but I usually don't bother because the code card
It's the
just
energy.
stays
We
like that.
don't want to show that. We don't want to show the energy, do we?
No. So we'll just leave it as the first one.
Okay, so I'll put the energy
Straight
card down. Who you got?
Oh, have you?
Donkey.
Okay. I'll
Yeah,
put it
my
down
energy card's down here. My energy card's there. You can't see my energy card. It's there.
then.
Right,
Okay.
so I got.
I want you to Focus.
Focus, baby.
Oh well. Right, we're opening Twilight Masquerade again,
Yeah.
and I've got Sunken.
I got Palisand.
I've got Abra.
Oh,
How did I get
there's
this to focus?
the guy with the 2 before. That's the
Timber.
one.
All right, I've got your favourite.
Oh! Brr, brr.
Snorunt.
A Spinnerack.
Okay. Chimico.
I got Growlithe there.
Oh, nice. I love a little Growlithe.
Yeah.
Glimora.
Heracross. Oh, I'll take a
Hey.
Heracross.
Okay. Aridos.
Gyarados, and I got the bloody Dolphin again. Swear I got that last week. Oh, some
I
energy
can't-
cards now.
Accompanying Flute.
Oh, lovely. I got some weird ass fan. I'm a big fan of the weird ass fan.
Hey. Ooh.
There's my reverse holo. I got a Festival Grounds.
I got a reverse Lucian
Nice.
and a reverse
Oh, got a
Skarmory.
reverse Vulpix.
Oh, nice.
Hello, baby.
Oh,
Hello,
that's sleepy little Vulpix there.
Yeah.
And here we go
And
with
then
the
my last
hit.
one. Oh, that's not too bad. I'll take that.
Oh, I got it.
Oh, you jammy bastard! Oh!
Nice.
Oh, I'll give mine that. Sod that. Mine's gone. Sod
Dragon-
that. Boom!
Dragapult EX.
Boom! Look at that, baby.
That's what we're talking about.
Oh, what a pull. Well played.
Nice. Oh.
So
Decent.
anyway, mine was Walking Wake, aka one of those shitty names.
Oh, yes.
That's not needed.
What's that number? 994 or something, probably.
Let's have a look what he is. He's number 1009.
There you go.
Don't mind. Anyway,
All right.
you're winning now. That's 2-0 to you on the pools. 100% 2-0 to you.
This is the most important part, though, right? The
Yeah,
energy.
baby. Yeah.
So
Right, what do you think I've got?
I'm gonna guess with Psychic.
See, I'm gonna guess yours is electric. Go on then.
All right, here we go.
Yeah.
Yes! Yes! He brings it back to 1-1 and 2-0. Let's go.
Oh, he's winning.
Oh, wow.
Anyway,
makes a change.
before we
blurry.
start something, yeah, get yourself back in focus.
I don't
Get
know how
yourself
to-
in focus.
I don't know. I don't know how to do that.
Ooh.
So it's
Focus.
like I feel like Harry Potter with his glasses.
Focus, baby. Focus.
Anyway, we'll
Anyway.
carry on. Yeah.
I've got something for you. I've got you a little present.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for you. I
Just,
bought you a little present.
did you? I'm a little bit nervous.
Yeah, okay. Your little present I've got you is this right here.
Oh,
Okay.
For those of you not watching, it's a small photo frame, but I can only see the back of it.
Okay. What I have here for you to honour our podcast,
Yes.
I have for you a first edition Fossil Zubat
No way!
for you. That's for you.
Oh
There it is,
man,
there.
that is amazing.
That's for you.
Thank you.
So when
so
I see you in
much.
October, that is yours.
I love
to take
it.
home in honour our. Put it in your little decks up there, make it look good. But yeah, that is yours, mate. It's to say, well, thank you for doing the podcast with me.
Oh,
I'm
man.
happy that we got this up and running. I'll get some abuse now from the other lads because I never got them anything when we did a podcast. So
I'm blown away, mate. Thank you so much. But
you're welcome.
you know what I do have to say?
What's that?
Not another Zubat! Oh, that is amazing. That is awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much. That
You're
actually,
welcome.
that is incredible. Oh man.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Anyway, I'd like to say this opportunity to say, don't forget, folks, we are sponsored by Komodo_cards, our official sponsor of the podcast, and Andy's going to give you some details on where you can find Komodo cards in the next few months. I'd say, is it, Andy? A few
Yeah.
months.
Yeah, we
Yeah, what
are.
you got?
We are on Facebook and Instagram, trying to expand on those, and we are now a official registered seller on Whatnot. So we're going to be starting to stream on Whatnot, bringing some great products, some great prices. So yeah, if you are watching, if this is going to go into focus, you can scan that, and it takes us
Oh,
to our
there it
link.
is. There it is.
There it is. So you can take us to our link tree, and it's got all our links on there. So there you go.
Excellent. You're at some events as well, I believe, aren't you?
Oh yeah, I am. Well, we are. We're at that collector show on the 13th of October in Nottingham, and
I'll
we're
be
at
there.
yes, and we are
I'll
at
be there.
Hertfordshire Card Show in Stevenage on the 26th of October. All day.
Nice.
So yeah, it should be good. It's our first two events, like live in-person events. So this should be really good fun to talk to people, collectors, people who just love the hobby. So yeah, should be good fun. Really looking forward to it.
If you're about in Nottingham, folks, as well for that event, come and hit us up. We'll be there. I'll be there. Being a pain in the arse to him. I'll be there. And we'll be doing some podcast bits as well, guys and girls, while we're there. Might even do a live or something to say, look where we are.
Do a pack
Come and find
battle.
us.
We'll open some trick or trade and pull 1,000 Zubats.
Let's do this.
Nice.
Yeah, so don't forget, folks, if you are there, come and find us. And I believe at the moment, if you want to get tickets for that event, you can use a promo code. Am I right?
Do you know what? You're too good at this. I forget all of this stuff.
I know you do.
You
What's
can
that
use
promo code?
Pokey Hero 10 for 10% off tickets at that collector show. And it's not only that one, any of the shows that they're doing this year and I believe into next year as well. Which includes... No, I won't say that because I'm not 100% sure yet.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I tell you what, we need to try and get them on in. They can plug some events on the podcast.
Yeah, that would be really cool. That'd be really cool.
They've got to have their own Pokemon stories, surely.
Yeah, I met Steve, Steve the Collector, on Instagram.
What a name.
Is
that his last name? Is he really Steve? Middle name
that would be incredible.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it?
But I got chatting to him at London Card Show, and then he said, yeah, he wants to try and set up his own events series thing, and here we are. They've done Poole, Southampton was this weekend just gone, Nottingham, and next year they've got loads of events going on. So yeah, they're doing really well. It's really awesome, and it's amazing to be a part of it as well, being at one of their events. So yeah,
sounds good.
I'm still not back in focus.
You was until you put your promo dude off.
No, well, it was worth it.
Yeah, definitely worth it. Anyway, round us up, Andy. Where can we find you?
Oh yeah, well, we can find PokeHero_ at on Instagram, and that's kind of it, really, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm not, yeah, I was on Twitch, but not really anymore. Mainly going over to Komodo Cards now on Instagram, Facebook, whatnot, as I said. So
we're all evolving.
Yeah. What about you? Where can we find you and all of your shenanigans?
All my shenanigans, you can find me at Up C, Down C, Left C, Right C on Instagram. I'm also a part of the Four Gamers podcast on Spotify. If you haven't listened to us already, you get to hear me along with 3 other douchebags, and we have a laugh about gaming. And also, there's a petition going round to try and get me back for one stream on Twitch. So
yes,
we'll have to see.
Yes, there is. We need to build
I'm not coming back full time. I can't. I've not got the energy for that no more.
Can I just say as well, when you said the 4 douchebags, I'm not a part of
that. You're on one episode.
I'm on one episode, yeah.
But yeah, guys and girls, we appreciate you listening again, making it through the end of the 2nd episode.
Woohoo.
Add that to your tick sheet. As soon as you get to the 10th, you get a free episode. That's how you do it when you get your coffees. Boom.
I like that. We should have a little loyalty card.
Oh, come on, loyalty.
All right, no, it's been a pleasure once again, Dave. Thank you very much.
It has indeed. I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, we will get on to recording the next one and catch everyone over there.
Yeah, thank you very much, folks.
Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Bye-bye. Peace.
Bye.